2023 CR 2218, State versus Bailey Alexander Corey. Can I have parties announced?
That's for the state.
Martin Getta, attorney for Bailey Corley.
And are you Mr. Corley?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and First Amendment Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it? Are you the same Bailey Alexander Corley who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2218 for the offense of possession of a controlled substance penalty group 1 to 4 grams on June 21st, 2023 for a period of 4 years? Is that you? All right, state.
On the first amended motion, violated condition number 1, on or about the 15th day of October 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Bailey Alexander Corley committed the offense of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle in violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
And Your Honor, we are requesting you contest on this.
Okay.
Violated condition number 4, in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Bailey Alexander Corley did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of August 2025 and September of 2025 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
And state will waive the remainder.
And I'm sorry, the violation of condition number 4, you say August 2025?
Yes, in September of 2025.
All right. Any objections to the probation officer zooming in?
Your Honor, if we could, I want to look into more information on the new number 1. So I'm asking for a reset, a short reset, so we can have the contested hearing next week.
All right, any objection to the witnesses appearing by Zoom?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Abrams,
Yes,
this is going to be set for a contested hearing. Ms. Ferguson, set this for a contested hearing for next week, and witnesses may appear by Zoom. All right, we'll come back on November 13th for a contested hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Oh, I'm so sorry. It's still on the record. State, do you have any objection to the, I'm sorry, defense, do you have any objections to the state's waivers of the other allegations?
No objection.
All right, thank you.
sir.
Enjoy one of your true happy belated birthday.
Oh, thank you. Oh, it's not belated because I celebrate the entire month, so you're on time. All right, the court is calling 2025 CR 007217, State versus Desmond De Brian Gomez. Can I have parties announced?
Motion for the state.
Fernando Farina for the accused.
And are you Desmond De Brian Gomez?
Yes, Judge.
Did you review the document entitled Motion to Enter Adjudication of Guilt and Revoke Community Supervision with your attorney?
Yes,
Did
Judge.
you understand it?
Yes, Judge.
Are you the same Desmond De Brian Gomez who's placed on deferred adjudication and cause number 2025 CR 007217 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on September 16, 2025 for a period of 5 years?
Yes, Judge.
All right, state.
Violated condition number 1, on or about the 2nd day of October 2025 in Atascosa, Texas, the defendant Desmond De Brian Gomez committed the offense of resist arrest, search, transportation, violation of condition number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
And then violated condition number 6, on or about the 2nd day of October 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Desmond De Brian Gomez departed Bear County without the written permission of the court and or the supervision officer in violation of condition number 2. Or 6. I'm so sorry.
6, that's okay. To that, how do you plead? True or not true?
State will waive the remaining violated condition.
Any objection?
No objection here, Will.
All right, did you understand by pleading true to violations 1 and 6, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison?
Yes, Your Honor.
Because there's a plea, we can go off the record, because there was a plea agreement on counts 1, 2, and 3.
So, count 1 and 3 was on one, and there was a second for count 2.
All right, so I need to see that because,
The indictment did?
and I need to, no, I only have the stipulations because one of the counts is a state jail felony, the other two counts are third-degree felonies. So I need these, I only have the stipulations for the state jail felony, not for the other one. And now we'll go back on the record. So that was counts 1 and count 2 were the harassment of the public servant. There's also a motion to enter adjudication of guilt on count 3 which was attempting to take a weapon from an officer. Is that correct, State?
So that counts 1 and count 1 is a harassment of a public servant, count 2 is attempt to take the weapon, and count 3 is the harassment. So 1 and 3 are the third degree, and then state jail is count 2.
All right. So did you also review the document motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision? As it relates to the count 2 attempting to take a weapon from an officer?
Yes, Judge.
All right, State, and if you could read the allegations for that count as well?
Violated condition number 1, on or about the second day of October 2025 in Atascosa, Texas, the defendant Desmond De Brian Gomez committed the offense of resist, arrest, search, transportation, and violation. Number 1.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Then violated condition number 6, on or about the second day of October 2025 in Bear County, Texas, the defendant Desmond De Brian Gomez departed Bear County without the jurisdiction of the court and or the supervision officer in violation of condition number 6.
And how do you plead to that?
True.
State will waive the remaining violation.
Okay.
All right. Did you understand by pleading true to violations 1 and 6 and each of the counts 1, 2, and 3, that in counts 1 and 3, the court could find it true, grant the motion, and sentence you up to 10 years in the prison? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to 1 and 6 and counts 1 and 3? Did you understand by pleading true to violations 1 and 6 as it relates to count 2? If the court were to find it true, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fines?
Yes, Judge.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to counts 1 and 6 and count 2?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Then in counts 1, counts 2, counts 3, the court will find violations of 1 and 6 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Judge, to my understanding, state would be recommending on counts 1 and 3 for entering adjudication of guilt, revoking community supervision, and sentencing to 4 years in prison. And then on count 2, enter an adjudication of guilt, grant state's motion to revoke supervision and sentence to 2 years, running of the cases.
And defense, what are you requesting?
We're asking that he be put in SATA or continued on probation, zero tolerance. Give my reasons why if you'd like to hear them.
Yes.
You want to raise your right hand?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Judge.
All right, you can lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Desmond De Brian Gomez.
All right.
On the date of your arrest for harassing a public servant, were you on drugs or were you?
Okay, I'm sorry, counsel. You're gonna have to speak up. I can't hear and I know the court reporter cannot.
Were you using drugs on the date of the offense?
Yes.
Do you have a recollection of how you harassed a police officer?
Not the best recollection, but somewhat.
Okay, and when they alleged that you tried to take this gun away from them, were you also under they influence of drugs or alcohol?
Yes.
Drugs only?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, now, they allege that you left Bear County while you were put on probation. But before that, they also said that you failed to report. Can you tell me if you ever reported to the probation officer, county's office after you were released on probation?
Yes, I reported to the office in front of the jail. And I was supposed to have a meeting with my probation officer on the 22nd. I went in there and I talked to the front desk. They called my probation officer and got my picture taken in there. And then from there, I left.
Did they ever make any attempts to make another appointment with you?
No, I had an appointment on October 22nd.
Okay, and when you were released on probation, initially, I believe did you have a conversation with the judge of where you wanted the probation to be at?
No, not initially, but, it was brought to the judge's attention that I was from Beville. And that I wasn't from Bear County, but I did state that I did have an address here to live at whenever I was released.
And can you tell me something about the address that you were supposed to be living in San Antonio?
When I showed up, everybody there was a lot of drugs there, and it was too much for me when I got there. I got out and I just tried to stay with my head straight. And I went to Haven for Hope, and 3 days from there, that's whenever I just decided that I wanted to go to Beville to be with my family and see my kids.
And do you have a place to live over there?
Yes,
Okay, how old are you?
23 years old.
When you turn 24?
July. This coming July.
Oh, next year?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you said you have kids, how many kids you got?
I have two,
How old?
3 and 6.
3 and 6. Yeah. Now, you were arrested for possession of a dangerous drug in county was up, Atascosa County. What was the dangerous drug that you had on?
Xanax.
And you have a prescription for Xanax?
Yes,
And how long have you had a prescription for Xanax?
for the last 5 years.
Okay. And that's the drug that they didn't find any other drugs?
No.
Okay. And so you reported you couldn't live in the house here. So you went home. You never missed did you miss that October 22nd?
I tried to, well, I did pay my bond in Atascosa, so I tried to get to my probation officer before then. My family was gonna bring me from Beville to San Antonio. Come report.
Were you in jail when you were supposed to report?
Yes,
Okay, so you were unable to report because you were in jail.
yes,
And that was on October 22nd?
yes. I paid my bond. I tried to go report, but I was, I don't want free.
When were you released?
I wasn't released. I was extradited from Atascosa to Bear County.
Okay. All right, and I guess, what are you asking for the judge to do with your case? Are you asking her to continue you on probation? Or what exactly do you want her to do?
I'm asking for leniency to continue my probation and please try to get me moved to the county where I have somewhere to live and where my kids are and where I have a job. Because here in Bear County, I'm not from here and I really don't have nothing here. Nothing at all. I know nobody here, no family here.
And you have a job?
I
over
did
there?
have an aunt and a cousin here that I was gonna stay with, but they were all on drugs. Showed up. That was all I had.
Right, and you're saying, I mean, other than the Xanax, do you have problems with other drugs?
Yeah, I have in the past. I've been incarcerated for the last almost 8 months. Before being released on probation, and I've been sober off anything since then.
Do you think Xanax would be helpful?
Yes, I think it would.
What is that?
Well, I think it would. I think it wouldn't at the same time. I know what choices I need to make. It's just, I don't know why. Something gets in the way of me making. I guess it's just with myself. There's no other excuse.
Now, in Beeville, do you have a support system?
Yes,
And who would that be?
my mother, my father, my grandmother, my aunt, my children,
Okay, and where would you live?
with my grandmother.
Your grandmother?
Yeah.
And does she have any rules?
I mean, yeah, of course, everybody do, basic rules. Being before they don't, I mean, you can't be coming in and out late. Stay clean. And work.
Work? And where would you be working?
Be working for my uncle as a surveyor and doing concrete work.
Oh, you do.
Yes, sir.
And so you're asking the judge to continue her probation if she feels deems it necessary to give you some kind of drug help, you think that would be appropriate.
Yes.
Okay. All right, no further questions.
Any questions?
Yes, so very briefly, Mr. Gomez, you stated that, when you got out of jail, you attempted to contact your probation officer, is that correct?
Yes.
How did you attempt to make that contact?
I went to the probation office across the street and the front desk receptionist got in contact with the probation officer, set me an appointment and then took my picture and then that's when I left the office.
And that subsequent appointment, did you make that appointment?
Yes,
And so it was a successful meeting after that?
yes,
Okay. And at any time did you tell your probation officer you were leaving the county?
no,
Why not?
I didn't have a phone. I tried to go to the jail and call her from the jail phone, but they wouldn't let me use it. I didn't have her number. I just knew her name and the address where I was gonna meet her at. I did have the paperwork though, but I lost all my paperwork because it was in a backpack. Someone stole it.
But you stated you have a support system out of county, correct?
Yes,
Do those family members have phones?
yes,
Are you capable of using the internet?
yes.
Could you have Googled Dare County Adult Probation to find a general phone number?
Well, I wasn't with any of my family. I was just on my own out here when I got released from the jail. I was just walking in the streets.
Okay, so would you agree with me that it would be a little difficult for this court to believe that you'd be able to follow the rules of your community support, your family members' rules for their homes, when you couldn't even comply with the conditions of probation on this case?
Yes,
Yeah, no further questions, right?
Any further questions?
Well, would you be able to comply with all the rules of probation, all the conditions? If you have that support system and you're living in Beeville,
yeah,
and you would be fully employed,
yes, fully employed.
okay? And that's where your kids are, your grandmother, your parents, and if you have any other brothers, sisters, or anybody else?
Yeah, I have two sisters.
And are they helpful for you? With you?
Yes,
Okay. No further-
they're younger, but they're helpful.
Okay. No further questions, sir.
All right, I have a few questions if there are no objections.
Okay.
All right, so when you left Bear County, you went to go live with family?
Yeah,
And who did you live with?
my grandma,
All right, and who else was living there?
my aunt, my uncle. So,
All right, and were your children living there?
no.
Were you living with your children at any time?
No, they live with their mother, but I did have, I met up with her and I got to see my kids when I first got released.
Okay, so what I don't understand is why you can get to Beeville, what is the distance from here to Beeville?
About 80 miles.
So how did you get to Beeville?
This guy that I had met at the gas station, he told me he was heading towards Corpus. And he told me he would drop me off in Beeville.
All right, so this guy you met, complete stranger,
Yes, ma'am.
and they gave you a ride? Yes or no?
Yes.
And they wouldn't let you use their phone?
Well, I didn't really ask.
All right,
I was just going to.
so, and when did this happen? When did you get to Beeville?
I never really got to get there. I got pulled over in Atascosa.
All right, and so you were able to do all of this, but not pick up the phone and call probation? And you left Bear County without getting a approval from the court? Okay, all right, this is what the court is going to do. I don't think you're a good candidate for probation. The court, as previously stated, is finding 1 and 6 true in counts 1, 2, and 3. Counts 1, 2, and 3 will run concurrently. The court is going to revoke. The court will find you guilty. In count 1, the court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison. In count 2, the court will sentence you to 2 years in the prison. In count 3, the court will sentence you to 5 years in the prison. There's to be no residing in household with minors. There's restitution to Juan Vertiz, Vertiz, James Trotty, Trottie. There's to be no unsupervised contact with minors. Court will give you credit for any time served, and the court will request the therapeutic community. therapeutic community does not increase the time that you're in custody. It's to help you with any type of drug or alcohol issues you may have. This is not a plea bargain agreement. Did you review the trial court certification of defendant's rights to appeal with your attorney?
Yes.
You do have a limited right to appeal. That right to appeal is as it relates to the allegations in the motion, not the fact that you are on deferred adjudication. Because this is a felony conviction, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition. If you have a question over that, you'll need to speak to an attorney. Do you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, we can go off the record. You have children. You got to change your life. Otherwise, don't go bringing chaos into their lives. You understand?
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, good luck to you. You're welcome.
Have a seat, sir.
All right, could I see the parties, Giovinco,
Marissa Giovenco for Mr. Garza.
and you're Mr. Garza?
Yeah, that's right.
All right, we have by Zoom, Officer Pryor. Officer Pryor, could you unmute for me, please? Deputy Laura, is the sound on?
Yes, Judge.
All right, could you say something for me, please?
Good morning, Your Honor.
If you could speak up a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Your
Morning.
Honor.
Good morning. All right, so I'm calling you on the case of Simon Alexander Garza. Do you have that pulled up?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So could you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
All right, you can lower your hand if you'll state your name for the record.
Alicia Pryor.
All right, so this is going to be slightly different from a question and answer situation. I wanted you to zoom in because there's been testimony about his being allowed to work after hours. And so I'm trying to figure out if there's an issue because sometimes he has to work overtime. And his attorney has stated, and he stated that there is a 30-minute window for him to return home after work, but that sometimes he has to leave early because he won't make that window. So I just wanted my orders to be clear, and if there's some confusion, we could clear it up. So I'm ordering that he's allowed to work. He's on partial GPS. So is there anything that I would need to put in my order? For example, he leaves work at 3 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Sometimes you run into traffic. We have construction all over. Is there going to be an issue, or do I need to put something in the order where you all can just track him and you can see that he didn't make any stops? He's coming straight from work to home, but maybe there's construction, maybe there's traffic, and he's not going to get back home, within the 30 minutes allotment. Is that going to be an issue, or is there something I need to order?
No, ma'am. We give an hour for travel, or he has an hour of travel time. So he's able to get home. He needs to be home by 4:30 p.m. That's what I currently have, since he's
Okay.
scheduled to leave work at 3:30.
All right, so they're giving you an hour. Is an hour not enough time for you?
The one day that I did try to,
I'm sorry, you're gonna have to speak up so she can hear.
so the day that I did try to leave work at 3:30 exactly, I ended up getting home at around 4:20, which is 10 minutes away from that cutoff time, and I didn't want to risk any accidents maybe happening or construction or something.
All right, so this is what I can tell you. Normally what ends up happening with violations on pretrial matters, one, it comes to me. Two, I'm sure, Ms. Pryor, if you see that he's not home at his allotted time, you're able to look and see that he's traveling on his way home and maybe there's some issue with traffic. I could be wrong, but I don't think they'll be filing a motion for me to review as a violation report if you're 10 minutes late. They will usually, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you're late, they will look at the tracking and they will see. And then it will come to me and say, oh, this person stopped at HEB, this person stopped at a club, but that's when I'll get it. You understand?
Yeah.
Is that correct, Ms. Officer Pryor?
Yes, Your Honor. So we'll call the defendant to see why he was late, if it was due to traffic or if there is an issue with car or whatever may have happened. If there was an unauthorized stop, then we would do a violation.
So they will call you. So just be available for a phone call. So there's not a problem with you working overtime. You just need to let them know that you're working overtime. And if, from what I'm understanding from the witness, is that if you're scheduled to leave at 3:30, but there's overtime work, all you have to do is email or call them and say, I'm still at work. I've gotten overtime, and then they will track you.
May I ask her a question, Judge?
Sure.
Okay, Ms. Pryor, as far as if he were to get a last minute, same day overtime shift, is he able to do that, or is he supposed to be giving you advance notice?
It is supposed to be advance notice, just because I'm personally in the office from the hours of 8 to 5, so I could put his schedule in. The on-call officers wouldn't be aware because they don't have access to my email that he's requesting more time to be at work. So if he's scheduled at that time for 3:30 p.m., he has to be home by 4:30. He wouldn't be able to do that day of overtime.
Okay,
So here's my question. Do you work on weekends?
I currently don't.
All right. So what you do is you send an email to them. And the person who will be submitting the violation report would be you, or would it be the person who's working at the desk?
For me,
Yes.
sorry, for the violation, can you ask the question
All
again?
right.
Sorry.
So if for some reason, because you say you're scheduled from 9 to 5, if he works over, would you be, and you're not there, and your email, nobody is able to check your email, would you be the person who would enter the violation report, or would it be the person who's on duty?
No, I would do the violation on return of business day.
All right, so you just send her an email and let you know you're at work. According to GPS, she'll be able to look to see if you were actually at your location or not. But if it's going to be overtime, this is the court's order, because I want people to work. If it's going to be overtime, you need to send them an email saying, I'm still at work. I'm going to be here overtime. She's just told you she would be the person who would enter the violation report, not the person on duty. And I'm making an assumption here, and if the assumption is incorrect, let me know. My understanding is that even if it was somebody who was not your normal officer, they would still call you and say, hey, where are you at? That was a bad sentence. I mean,
I
you know,
understood everything.
my English professor would be horrible and upset with me for ending with a preposition. So they will call you and say, where's your location? Why are you not at your designated location? Miss Dixon, I apologize. You taught me better. And so did my mom. So you just need to make sure that you're in contact with them. And if you have an extra shift, just send them an email. You understand? Are you able to do that? All right. So, and just be available for phone calls. So if something happens and you're supposed to be home at 4:30 or whatever it is, she's already stated that they will call you and say why you're not at home. And you can tell them, you can look, I'm stuck in traffic. All right?
And Judge, can I still be heard on argument, because that's not our
No,
only issue?
no, you can still be heard on argument, but is there anything else from Officer Pryor?
No, Judge.
State anything from Officer Pryor?
No, he's been really compliant, Judge.
All
I don't
right.
have anything else to say.
All right, thank you so much. And thank you for zooming in on such short notice. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Pryor.
Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Yes.
Thank you, Judge. Judge, my argument is that Mr. Garza is a young child. He's a young kid. He's 22. He is not someone who has a criminal history. He is alleged to have committed basically what they're saying is a traffic accident. This isn't someone who killed someone, even in a manslaughter. It wasn't an intentionally, knowingly, any form or fashion. This was a traffic accident allegation. And there's no disputing that with the state.
Okay, so with regards to that, I don't know if there's a dispute about that or not. I don't have any facts.
Well, Judge, I think the legal definition of a manslaughter is a reckless killing, so that's what he's been indicted for. Sure.
So that's all I know is what's in the indictment. I don't know any facts. If people want to call witnesses and place them under cross-examination for the facts of the case, then that can be done.
Yeah, and Judge, Mr. Garza did testify that this was a traffic accident.
Do you want him to be cross-examined over the facts of the case?
No, I mean, no, Judge, we've already passed and that was already done. But he did testify it was a traffic accident. I have not heard anything to dispute that. However, the purpose of GPS is to stop people from hurting other people, to stop people from committing additional crimes, to protect victims. the protection from the community, we want to argue for the state side, is driving. They're concerned about Mr. Garza driving. He testified he is not driving. There is a condition of bond that he not drive. The GPS does not add any additional protections that it is intended for. This is not a case for GPS. He has also been on GPS since July of 2025 with 0 violations, and it is creating a safety hazard for him at work. I believe we've solved the hour issues, and I appreciate that, Judge, but it is additionally causing a safety issue for him at work, and it is unduly burdensome and not necessary in this case.
State,
Good. We believe it's necessary, you heard testimony that in the 2 years that he was not indicted, we put up a speeding ticket, and so I think from the state side, it is necessary to monitor him for the safety of the community, and so we'd ask that we keep it out of order.
all right, thank you. All right, the motion will be denied.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Anyone else ready?
Yes, Judge, we have, page 9, first one down, Willie Phillips.
Willie Phillips.